Are you ready for your final act of the evening, folks? This guy's fantastic. He plays all over the country, cruise ships around the world, a regular in Vegas, Atlantic City. Please welcome the one and only Mr. Brad Mastrangelo.
Joey Carroll, gang. Joey Carroll. Let him know. Isn't he great? Joey Carroll. Very funny guy. Are you having a good time so far? Good. I'll put that to a screeching halt right now. No, this is great. You got to get out and laugh, because what a winter we've had. Jesus. No, I hate the weathermen. I want them all dead. I do. I want the weathermen dead. Really? Is it me? I mean, we know what snow is. I'm from Boston. We know what snow is. These guys start 6 weeks before the storm even hits. Am I right? They're like, there's a big storm in Utah. We're in some deep trouble, I'm telling you right now. Get to Home Depot, for God's sakes. Get to Home Depot. 3 weeks goes by. It's in Minnesota. I wasn't lying. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. Yes, it is. The day of the storm, nothing else matters on TV, right? Could be plane crashes, everything. Screw that. It's snowing like a bastard. And they go, let's go live to Worcester to Joe Shortsleeve. Joe, what do you got? Then they go to this place in Shrewsbury, which is the town right next to Worcester. Like this guy's going to go, well, it's 85 and sunny here. I love the traffic check. I always love the traffic check guy. He's like an intern, right? Let's go live. They put him right in the highway on the passing lane. That's where let's go live now to Larry Lipschitz. Larry, how's the traffic? Well, it's been a few accidents. No kidding, Larry. They're trying to miss you. Hop up on the sidewalk. Everything will clear right out, I promise. I want to see Larry get hit. I do. Wouldn't that be great? Let's go live to Larry Lipschitz. Larry, how's the traffic? Oh, let's go. Oh, God. You ever do this? I bet you've done this. You're driving in the snow. It's not a big snowstorm, just kind of lightly snowing. And all of a sudden, right in the middle, bam, the blizzard hits. Right? You ever get like me, like, oh, God, what lane was I in? I could screw this up for everybody. So what do? You follow the tire tracks of the guy in front of you. That becomes the new lane. He's the captain. He's in charge. Right? You follow him, you can't get in trouble. Whatever he does, he hits a guardrail, I'm hitting it with him. I don't care. Then about 10 minutes goes by. I says, oh, God, I hope he's going to my house. But I ended up at his house, but nobody got hurt. That's the main thing. And I love, they put the snowplow drivers out about 6 hours before the storm hits. You ever notice that? Which is good, but not good, because now they've been drinking for 6 hours. Right? Then they sneak up on him during the snowstorm. Like, how's the driving? And I said, I'm not driving this crap. It's snowing like crazy out there. Would you like a cocktail? Oh, God. So this is nice to come up to Maine, Biddeford, Maine. It's I went to school in Maine, Bangor, Maine, for a year. Husson College? Yeah. Yeah, it was only a year. It didn't last much. I got a little, there was a black bear on campus one morning. I'll never forget this. No one really seemed that upset about it, except for me. They go, oh, this, honest to God, there's an announcement. Watch yourself on the way to class. We found a black bear. I'm going, excuse me? So you didn't shut the school down for this? Oh, God, no. They're friendly critters. But I like Maine. Very friendly people in Maine. You're very, very friendly. You don't realize, because Boston, yes, you're extremely friendly. I tell you, I fly a lot doing this job, and I don't mind flying, I really don't, but I always get stuck next to the guy who's scared to death of flying. Did you ever have this experience? I'm by myself, minding my business. Guy next to me starts humping me, groping me, grabbing me, right? Honest guy's like, we're gonna die! I said, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you, shut up! Then we start taking off, and he gets worse. He's like, oh, God, talk to me, please. Will you help me through this? Talk to me. So this is what I do. Try this. This is good. I go, oh, crap, we're going down. You got to try it, just for the face you get. It's really fun. He's like, that's not funny. I said, I didn't say it was funny. I said we're going down. But we're in luck. We're going to hit the water. We can use our seats as a flotation device. Now, let me be honest. Is that the single stupidest thing they tell you on an airplane? And I love the flight attendant. They get all excited for this, right? You've seen it. Like, listen. Eyes up here. Listen. In case of an emergency, don't worry. Your seat becomes a raft. Oh, thank God for that. I'm not even gonna buckle up now. Why should I? I'm sitting on a boat here. This is fantastic. We crash, I just start the engine and continue on to Aruba. Here's the one thing that drives me nuts. Why do they let the people in first class on the plane first? Right? So us pieces of garbage have to squeeze through them to get to our cubicle in the back of the plane. And then they call it coach back there, right? Why don't they call it what it is? It's Section 8 assisted living back there. And you laugh because you know it's true. You've been there, right? We're squeezing through first class. Excuse me, I'm a scumbag. I'll be in the back of the plane. Well, I tell you, if you want to have fun, do what I do. I always grab somebody in first class, but you got to be serious. I shake the guy's hand. I says, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. He says, why? I said, well, if we crash, you're dead. I got a half a shot in the back. He says, what are you talking about? I said, well, you figure it out, Sparky. When's the last time a plane ever backed into a mountain? He looks at me and goes, you want to switch? You want to switch? We'll switch. Best seat on the plane, the emergency exit seat. Am I right? Yes, that's poor man's first class. It is. That's a good seat. Plenty of room. No one in front of you. You get to stretch out, right? Too many rules, though, right? You know what I'm talking about. They won't take off until they explain the rules of this magical mystery seat to you. So one night I'm there, and the flight attendant's like, well, we have to tell you the rules. I go, all right, go ahead. What's the rule? I swear to God. She goes, well, you have to be able to open the door. Can you do that? I go, I think I can. Are you serious? Has anyone ever heard this rule and go, what? Oh, no, not me. No, I'll be in the back by the engine. I'm fine. Because I got to be honest with you people. If I'm in that seat and we go down and survive, you know what it means? I'm out first. I ain't helping none of yous, I'll tell you right now. I didn't get no discount ticket here. I paid the same money. You are on your own. Some lady's going to yell, hey, you're supposed to help us. I'll run, fat ass. That's all you're getting from me. I don't really care. Oh, God. So another thing, whatever you do, don't eat the food on a plane because you're going to have to go poopy. And you cannot do poopy on a plane. You can't unless you bank it off the mirror. Maybe. I don't know. You kidding me? People from Cirque du Soleil can't go poopy in a plane. Oh, God. The world's gone nuts. It's crazy out there. I'm walking around the mall today, and I love this. I love seeing the kids, the cool kids with the hat on the side of the head. What the hell is that? The hat on the side. Does it drive anyone else crazy except for me? It just, seriously, you're either a pitcher or a catcher. The side of the head, you're a moron. That's seriously, they got the big baggy jeans now. You ever go to McDonald's, you walk up, the kid's tripping over his jeans, the hat over here. Welcome McDonald's, can I take your order? I says, I don't think you can. Let's have some fun. Let's give it a shot. Come on. I have a new, we have a new dog at home. We got a rescue dog. I highly recommend that if you're looking for a dog. There's a lot out there. Yep, very, very, a lot of fun. And it's funny that we got the dog, and a couple days later, there was like blood all over the living room. Like, it looked like a crime scene. And I says, so I take the dog to the vet. She goes, well, they didn't fix it. I says, well, if it was broken, I should have got a discount. So they didn't fix the dog, I guess. So now we had to wait for the dog to go through heat for 3 months until we could fix it. And I'm like, great. Finally, I have a horny woman in my house. It's my dog. That's my luck, people. That's it. And it's a girl dog. I never had a girl dog. It's my first time with a girl dog. And she has 10 nipples. Honest to God, 10 nipples. I've been married 20 years, so I haven't seen 2 in quite some time. I remember a belly for me. Don't laugh at that. That's not even funny. And then the vet says, and whatever you do, this is so funny. She goes, whatever you do, don't let the dog have sex. Like, oh, thank God you told me that. Because at 3 o'clock, I had her scheduled for the dog next door. But it's really true what they say, that when the dog's in heat, other dogs can sense it. I never knew, but it's really true. I'm taking her for a walk, and these dogs in other houses are against the window. They're humping the window. It's crazy. So I'm egging Toby's in him. I'm egging her on. I'm going, Toby, show him the nipples. Go ahead, show him the nipples. That's so wrong. Oh, God. So now we get the summer coming, and that's exciting. I like it. I do a lot of cruise ships doing stand-up comedy. It's a lot of fun, really. You guys done cruise ships? Have been on a cruise ship? Yeah, it's fun. But I love telling the story of my first cruise ship ever. I had to fly to Spain. That's where I picked up the ship. It's just a long, 8, 9-hour flight, and I get there, and I am exhausted. I'm just so tired. And I get in the taxi cab, and I realize I don't speak Spanish, and I do what we all do. I just talk loud English, right? I actually said to the guy, I'm going, a big boat-ho. Take me to the boat-ho. In the water-o. Honest to God, the guy turns around and goes, what, do you want to go to the ship? So I get to the ship, and I'm exhausted. They put me in my stateroom. Mine was Rhode Island. It was this big. And so I go to sleep. I'm out. And now I don't realize you got this thing called the muster drill. If you've been on a ship, you know what I'm talking about, which is everyone puts their life jackets on. You go out to the front for a test, which is great. Scare the hell out of you before you take off. I think that's good. So I don't know this. I'm sleeping. Let me preface this by saying the average age on this particular ship was death. Ancient people on this ship. So all of a sudden I hear the alarms go off. What the hell is that? I open the door and there's people with life jackets going down the hall. I'm like, great, my first cruise, I'm on the Titanic. This is fantastic. So I grab my life jacket and now I'm trying to get by these old bastards and I can't. They got walkers and oxygen masks. So finally I'm like, get away from me. You're 110, you've had a good life. I have life to live. Don't be selfish. Move aside. So I get by them. I get outside. Honest to God, I look. We haven't even left yet. I'm like, we're sinking right here? This captain sucks. And there's some great people watching on cruise ships. There really is. Because people, they don't care what they look like. They'll never see you again. They don't care. Especially the Europeans. There was one woman on this cruise. She was a big girl. 280, 310. She came out by the pool in a string bikini. I am not making this up. At least I think it was a string bikini. I'm not sure, but... Although she had the high heels on, which makes everything sexy. I remember, this is very bad, I'm going to say this, but I said to my wife, I go, I'm just going to take a stab at this. I'm thinking, if your stomach causes an ankle rash, maybe the one piece is the way to go. It's no better for the guys either with those Speedo bathing suits. Those are disgusting. Makes whatever you have look even smaller. Seriously, you never see a black guy wearing Speedos, do you? No. It would say, Speedo. How's for you, my friend, all right? I want everyone to laugh equally. I'm an equal opportunity comedian, sir. Black guy's going, you bet your ass that's what it said. Oh, God. So, Joe, we were talking about the snow, and I was a poor kid, too. I remember we couldn't afford a sled when it would snow out, so my mother would send us sledding on a trash bag. Did anyone else do that? The poor people? And I found out a few days later, you take the trash out of the bag, you fly. And then here's a question. They have the school cancellations? They run it by the TV in the morning. You think they could stop those around 1 in the afternoon? You think everyone gets it by then? You know what I mean? Like it's 3 o'clock. Is there anyone at Biddeford High School going, where the hell is everybody? We all have a friend in Florida, don't we? The only time they call us is when there's a blizzard up here. So they want us to ask them how the weather is there, right? To rub it in our face. I got one She calls up, oh, hi, Brad. How's the weather? I said, shut up. You got CNN. You know how the weather is. 15 feet of snow with 20 below. Okay, I'll ask, how's the weather down there? Oh, it's 75 and breezy. But I get her back. I call her during hurricane season. Because I got CNN too. I call her up, I hear the wind blowing. Hey, how we doing? She goes, we're gonna die! The dog just blew out the window! Oh my God, Brad, how's the weather up there? Well, it's 75 and breezy. Oh, God. So I'm married now. I just celebrated 20 years of marriage with my wife. 20 years, thank you. Yeah, that's, for a comedian, that's a long time. That's like 6 months for a Kardashian. That's a long time. And I married my best friend in the world. I have no problem saying that. I'm a very, very lucky man. And she's a real modern woman, though. She didn't take my name when we got married, you know, which I'm okay with. But what bothers me is that she took her old boyfriend's name. And that's not right. I don't care what you tell me. And is anyone getting married here tonight? Well, not tonight. That would be lousy, wouldn't it? Some guy, oh, is she going to be ticked off at this? But I like to talk, I think the wedding day itself, we can all agree, is all for the woman, am I right? The guy's a piece of crap in this whole day. You don't even need the guy. You could have the whole wedding with a cardboard cutout of a guy in a tuxedo. No one would know the difference. Seriously, it's all about the beautiful $5,000, $10,000 gown, right? We get some sweaty guy's tux from the week before. No one ever cries over the tuxedo. How about that for a change? Just some old lady in the back. Oh, God, did you see the tuxedo? That is the most beautiful tuxedo I've ever seen. Look at the ketchup stain from last week. Look at that. You don't hear that kind of stuff. And my wedding day, my wife got driven up to the chapel in a horse and buggy ride. Very romantic. You know, I'm in back of her in the pooper scooper. So I remember I get up to the chapel and the priest is there. I say, hey, Father, I'm Brad. I'm the groom. The priest says, I don't care. I got 6 more of these today, you moron. Shut up and get in the broom closet. I'll call you when it's your time. And that's what they do. They throw us in that little broom closet because we are a piece of crap. So I'm in the broom closet, and it's like an hour I'm in there, and I'm thinking of leaving, but I can't because I'm Italian and my wife's Italian, and there's a lot of guns in this church. So my father comes in. Now I figure this is that Kodak moment I'm waiting for. Daddy's going to give me a hug and a kiss, maybe tells me he loves me. Not quite. He walks in. He says, so this is the big day, huh? Don't screw this up. He says, because you ain't coming home. Then he says, I don't care if she puts on 50 pounds and grows a mustache like your mother did, you're not coming home. So now he leaves, thank God. Then my wife arrives at the church. We've all been to weddings. Don't things change when the bride arrives at the church? Oh, it's like the national anthem at Fenway Park, isn't it? Everyone's like, the door opens, the light hits her. It's like a biblical experience. I swear to God, I heard, she's walking down the aisle, one lady crying her eyes out. She goes, oh, God, look at how beautiful she is. Why is she marrying that piece of crap? You know, and this is my mother, and that is not right. It's not right. So then we get up to the altar, you know, and I got to be honest, no one can believe I was getting married. No one. My family's there, they can't believe it. My friends can't believe it. I'm Catholic. Christ himself can't believe I'm getting married. Honest to God, I look up at the cross, here's what I see. So now we're up at the altar, and I guess at some point my wife told the priest we had written our own vows for each other. Nice, very romantic, except she never told me this little scenario. So I'm at the altar doing what every other married guy here did. I'm looking at the crowd, figuring out how much cash we're going to make. That's what we do. So all of a sudden the priest stops. He says, Brad, you have something to say? And I says, no. I got nothing, no. He's like, come on, don't be embarrassed. We're all friends and family. Come on. So now I got to say something. So I'm thinking $5,000. Give or take a couple. I think it's pretty good. So that didn't work out too good. And then we went on a honeymoon. We went to Aruba. And one suggestion I'll make, don't book the honeymoon flight on one of those honeymoon junkets where everyone on the plane just got married that day. It's enough to make you puke right on the plane. Because all you hear is these guys, I love you, poopy doopy. I love you so much. I love you more than he loves her. He doesn't know what love is. I'm begging for the plane to crash. So we get to Aruba. My wife, she comes skipping off the plane. She wants to go horseback riding. Woo! All of a sudden, I'm the Marlboro man. This is fantastic. Now, I've never been horseback riding, gang. Here's a tip for you. You don't want to try horseback riding for the first time on your honeymoon. And I'll leave it right there for you. Then you get married, you find out a lot of things. Like, I found one thing. You women, God love you have a gene in your body that allows you to get ticked off at us and not tell us what the hell we did. It's not funny. It's a sickness. It's sickening. Because I'll walk in the door and I'll look at my wife, because you don't say anything. You have that face. You know that. I go, hi, honey. Have a good day? That's great. I love you so much. You know that, right? Let's make love right now. No, not for quite some time, actually. We're such idiots. We think everything's fine, right, guys? We're like, oh, she's good. She told me everything's fine. I'm fine. Oh, yeah. And when you do something wrong, they won't tell you, but you'll tell all their friends, right, guys? Oh, they're on the phone in 2.3 seconds. Right? All you can hear from the other room, you're trying to listen, you hear, do you know what he did? Do you know what he did? And they screw with us guys, because one time I heard my wife going, nothing. He did nothing. He thinks he did. This is fantastic. He's a moron. He did absolutely nothing. I'm going for dinner and I just got a new ring. How do you like that? The funny thing about women, God love is, I've learned this, you can stop sex in the middle of sex. It's amazing talent that you have. Seriously. Like, we could have a beautiful romantic night planned. We take you out for dinner and bring you home. Barry White's playing, and candles lit, and we're in a passionate moment. And all of a sudden, did I tape Oprah? I don't think I taped Oprah. And of course, the guy, we start lying, right? Oh, I taped it, my mother taped it, my father taped it. I get 8 copies of that show. Just let me finish. And it's funny, because you can do that, and guys can't do that. We want to. We want to be able to say no to you. That's our dream in life. We know it's never going to happen. But we practice it when you're gone. We actually do. We'll be in front of the mirror. We're like, no. honey, no. No, maybe tomorrow night. Probably not, but maybe. Stop. Hey, stop it. Stop begging. Get you. Come on. No. It's not. No. It's just, we practice, but, in fact, one night we took it a step forward. I was down the bar with the boys, and we were discussing this very topic, how it's really weird. We can't say no. So we made a pact that night that one of us was going to say no. They picked me. I was the one. So I was the chosen one that night, and so I'm driving home, and I'm thinking of baseball, dead cats, nothing. So I get in the driveway, and I says, okay, this is it, boy. I'm going to say no. This is it. I'm the guy. I get into bed. I swear to God, like her toe hit me. Bang! That was it. I didn't even know I did it. That's how instinctive it was. So next day, the guys are all at the bar. I go, but what, did you do it? I couldn't. She was begging. I couldn't do that. I love that woman. There's no way. So she made me get a vasectomy this year. Oh, yeah. Have you had that? Anyone? Oh, that's fun for the whole family right there. It's coming, guys. I'll tell you that much. It is coming. And the women make us do it. It's all the women. Because you never once hear of a guy waking up on like Tuesday going, you know what I'm going to do today? I have put this off long enough, okay? I never forget the day my wife did. I'm watching the ball game. She gets in front of the TV. She says, I want you to get a vasectomy. I look at her, I go, why? I'm perfectly used to you just saying no. Why you involve the insurance company for this? So now I go and you meet the doctor, and I go, and you have the thing, and it's not that bad. So the doctor leans in after, he says, now, Brad, you're going to have to go home now and have sex 25 or 30 times before we know if it took effect. I says, yeah, I'm going to need a note for that. Why don't you make that a prescription, Doc? 25 or 30 times? I'll see you when I'm 90. I don't know what planet you're living on, my friend. Then they tell you you have to use protection for 6 months after this procedure. So now I got to go to the drugstore and look for, it's been a long time. There's so many different types of condoms now, and I see one that says, for her pleasure. And I love my wife, so I buy those. And I open one up as a note inside. It says, let her have sex with somebody else. It's not good. It's not good. So, what else? I got pulled over on the way here tonight by a state trooper. Any cops here? No, I tell you, I do a lot of fundraisers for cops. I love the cops. I don't like the state troopers. Nope. They are the most egotistical people I've ever seen in my... Am I right? They love themselves, these guys. They love themselves. Oh, and they should, because they are gorgeous. See them with the Yogi Bear hats they wear? I love when they tuck the pants inside those black boots. Ooh. Sometimes I just speed up just to get pulled over. Now, I say this because most of us have gotten pulled over by a state trooper. Is it me, or does it take them about an hour and a half to give you the ticket? Right? Not a Biddeford cop. They don't even get out of the car in Biddeford. They write the ticket and throw it. Here you go. Pay it if you want. I don't really care. And the state trooper parks about a mile in back of your car. Am I right? The guy is so far back, I'm not even sure I'm the guy he wanted. Then they get out of their car, and they all turn into Chippendales dancers. You ever watch them walk to your car? And they always got their chest out, no matter what they look like. They got the big chest out, right? To get to the car. You know how fast you were going? I go, well, obviously not quite fast enough, was I? This one time I did this, and I got arrested, but it was funny as hell. It was really worth it. Comes up with the chest out, he goes, you know how fast you were going? I look right at him, I go, well, moron, how fast were you going? You caught me. I says, because you were flying, for God's sakes. I'm driving around, minding my own business. I look in the rearview mirror, I see this nutcake in and out of traffic with the lights and the sirens. I said, this guy is crazy. I'm out of here. You're gonna kill somebody. You ever done this? We've all done this. You're in traffic, there's an accident, you're not going anywhere. You ever look at that breakdown lane, get a little ticked off? You could fit like 6 Hyundais in that lane, all that crap would disappear. But we know that's a big fine if you ever get pulled over in the breakdown lane. So one day I said, I'm going to take a shot, and I'm in the breakdown lane, and I'm getting home. I don't care. People are flipping me off. Who cares? But Mr. State Trooper pulls me over. But I'm ready for this moron this time. Check this out. Comes walking over, got the chest out. Says, excuse me, sir, do you have any idea why I pulled you over this afternoon? I look right at him. I go, I have no idea, officer. I'm in the middle of a nervous breakdown. It said breakdown lane. I thought this was my lane. Now, the best part, the cop's like, okay, follow me, come on. Oh. I get confused about a lot of things. Toll booths drive me crazy. There's too many of them. I don't know which one is mine. You ever get confused? Like, exact change, not so exact, couple of bucks, few dollars. Puerto Ricans, Jews, Italians. Finally, way down the end, I see what it says, no cash, fast lane. I'm broke, I speed up to 90, bang. Here's something else. Why is it when the cops pull you over, they won't shut the lights off? Doesn't that drive you crazy? Well, like, you know what? We pulled over. You win. We quit, you win. Game's over. Shut the lights off. But they got to embarrass the hell out of us, right? The light people are driving by laughing at us, right? Right? We start sinking lower into the seat. I got so fed up, this is what I did. I went out and got my own undercover cop light. I got my own light. Last week, Mr. Big Shot pulls me over, lights are blaring. He ain't looking. I put my light on top. Now it just looks like two cops talking. Now cars are flying. Oh, God, there's two of them. Go, go, go. Here's another question I like to ask police when I can. Who's the genius that invented the four-way stop sign? Think about it. You go to a four-way stop sign, you see four people like this. Right? Come back an hour later, same four morons are still there. And it never fails. Once one of us go, we all go. Right? Okay, I'll go. Oh, God. So I'm at a four-way stop night one night. Cop blows through the stop sign, hits me. This is the greatest night of my life. I run over to the cruiser. I said, all right, wise guy, license and registration. I said, you been drinking? Because I have. But I didn't hit anybody, did I? Oh, yeah. Just have fun. Life is too short. Life is too, it's like the gas. Well, the gas is a little better now, but remember it was like $4? We were going crazy. Not me. You know why? I got AAA. Oh, yeah. I called AAA. I tell them my car broke down. They show up at my house. They say, where would you like us to tow the car? I says, to work. And why don't you get back around 5? Same thing, credit cards. You get upset about your credit cards? Don't get upset. It's not your fault. Citibank, they should blow them right up. I hate those people. First of all, they give me like a $20,000 credit line, and I'm going to spend $20,000, right? Then they give me a grace period. Who's Grace, and how long is her period? If it's half as long as you ladies say, I ain't never paying this bill. Oh, I love when they call you on the phone to get the money. Like one time I didn't pay for 3 years. I didn't pay. So they call you on the phone. You've gotten the call. Hi, it's Brad Mastrangelo there, please. Who's calling? Citibank MasterCard. No, he's dead. But they don't quit, right? Well, who's this? This is his brother, Chris. We don't sound too bummed out about your brother's passing, Chris. Here's what I get him. I go, I'm not. The jerk used to borrow money all the time and never pay me back. It's all about having fun. That's all I say. I have a 12-year-old daughter. We have one little girl, Sophia Marie Mastrangelo. She's Italian. I say that because people ask, she Italian? No, she's Czechoslovakian. And we had her late in life. My wife was 40 years old when we had her. It was my fault, I'm not going to lie to you people. I was afraid of kids. I was so afraid of kids, my wife was on the pill. I took one of hers in case hers didn't work. So now, we're getting older, we're thinking, well, we should at least try. You know, we don't want to look back and regret not having tried, so now we start to try to get pregnant. And I realized it's hard to get pregnant, you know, unless, of course, you're in high school. Then it's a piece of cake. Oh, I'm sorry, did I hit a nerve there? So one night we're trying, and we think we're pregnant. So I run out and I get a home pregnancy test. It was brand new, it was really cool. If you're pregnant, it shows up as a minivan. If not, it's a Porsche. So now we are pregnant, we get pregnant. Shouldn't tell a lot of people. I have this one old aunt who goes, oh, that's great. Let me ask you a question. Were you trying? No, it was a game of Twister that got out of control. Now you always get advice from your friends, right? When your pregnant friends, don't you love that? Telling you how to do it. If you want to get pregnant, this is what you have to do. No. How about your friends that stick their infant kids on the phone when you call them? Don't you love those people? Let's be honest, they're not here. Oh, hold on, someone wants to talk to you. Really? Then they get back on the phone, and what do they say to you? What did he say? He said his mother's a moron. So now we find out we're pregnant, and then those hormones kick in there. Boy, it is a dizzy ride we guys have to stay away from, isn't it, boys? Oh, you women are wacko. Wacko. It comes, 1 minute you love us, you hate us, you love us, you hate us, you love us. I just got a hotel. I said, call me in 9 months, I'll be back. But then if God plays a dirty joke, he makes the breast really big when you're pregnant, right? But he makes them big but sensitive as hell. Yeah, oh, that's a no-fly zone now. And it's not right. Because we want to touch them so bad. Right, guys? Because we know they're going back to where they came from. We don't have a lot of time. I was trying everything. Come on, one finger. Let me just graze you. Come on. Then I snapped. I go, come on, one time. Motorboat. One time. Oh, it didn't quite work out, but I tried. I tried. So now we go to, we get the due date for the baby, But before that, we had to go to baby classes. Have you done that? Yes, the single stupidest thing you'll ever do in your entire life. And it was always one woman in this class who would not stop asking questions, made us late every week. I missed like 10 Red Sox games because I hated this one. Same question every week. Is it going to be painful? How painful? Is it going to hurt? How painful? So one night I snapped. I'm not proud, but I couldn't take it. We're just about out the door. I hear, excuse me, I have a question. I said, shut up! God almighty, will you just shut up? Let me guess the question. Is it going to hurt? Is that the question? I bet. Have you been watching these movies, my friend? These women screaming bloody murder. Have you been watching? Because that's going to be you. Yes, it is. Matter of fact, I hope to God your kid comes out sideways. And she was a big girl, too. I don't think she was pregnant. To this day, I don't think she was pregnant. She was sucking down donuts that there was no tomorrow. Never saw her with a boyfriend or a husband, but I couldn't ask her. You ever do that? Ever ask a woman if they're pregnant and they're not pregnant? You know how many times you do that in your lifetime? One time. Seriously, you do it once, you'll never do it again. There could be a woman in labor right here. I wouldn't say nothing. I'd be like, what are you doing, yoga? Good for you. Because I did this at a comedy club one night. This woman, she had like a pot belly. I swear I thought she was pregnant. So I stopped the show. I go, oh, when are you due? She says, excuse me? The whole crowd went, oh, God. Because you can't get out of that one. There's no bungee cord taking that baby back. You bought that one for life. That's yours. I mean, I might as well have said to her, wow, you're a porker, aren't you? Because that's what I said to this poor woman, So anyways, long story short, we get the due date for the delivery. Now, I figure that's the date. These doctors are brilliant. So, I got a fishing trip planned with the boys right up to the day before. Well, my wife goes into labor 2 weeks early. I'll never forget it. She yells, Brad, my water broke. I said, no, it didn't. We got 2 weeks. Don't start this now. 2 weeks, and I'm taking the whole 2 weeks. No, it broke. I said, look, we're getting older. You probably wet yourself. It happens. I said, I'm pretty sure I pooped my pants on Saturday. It happens. So now she's in labor, and I got to stop everything and take her to the hospital, and I had things to do, quite frankly. So we get to the hospital, and they dress me up like a doctor. Honest to God, I says, I am not helping. I got Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'll be down the bar. Come get me when it's over. So now I'm sitting there. My wife's checking in. I like having fun, so I'm dressed like a doctor. So I sneak into a room. Beautiful woman sitting. I said, hello, I'm Dr. Brad. What seems to be the problem? She says, I think I broke my toe. I said, all right, let's take your shirt off. So now I'm in handcuffs in the hospital. So now I go upstairs to my wife. She's in labor, and it is. I know it's tough watching that. And then they gave her this epidural, which is good. I'm a guy. I asked for an epidural. Everything kind of goes smoothly. And I'm thinking, I'm just throwing this out there. If they have this technology, why not sell that over the counter for when it's that time of the month for you ladies? Now, just hear me out. Don't get mad. Just hear me. I'm just thinking here. You get a little crazy, right? We know. Like my wife will go, I hate you guys. And I just sneak up with a little shot. She's like, would you like a sandwich? So now my wife's in labor, and you feel so helpless because there's nothing for us to do. So this is what I did. I says, I'm a comedian. Let me try to make her laugh. I'll get her mind off of this. Biggest mistake of my life. This is what I did. She's up in the stirrups, right? I come up between her legs. They go, how you doing? She slams her knees on my head. Now she's whipping my head back and forth. It was so bad. A nurse walked in during this. She says, oh, look, I can see the head. And it looks just like the father. Look at that. So now we have the baby. Everyone's healthy, thank God. Everyone's good. I think we're done. But no, now they got this thing called afterbirth, which I have no clue what this is. I missed one of those classes, I guess. So picture me, I'm looking at my wife, I look up, this thing comes shooting out of my wife. I saw, God, we had twins. And this one is ugly. I will love her just the same, I will. But she is not going to the prom, I'll tell you that. Oh my God, we had a squid. Look at that, that's a squid. Oh God, look at this. I got a bassinet, now I gotta buy a fish tank for this kid. Hey, you guys been very nice. Thank you so much for coming out, all right? Thank you.